Hi friends, so I am normally a digital illustrator and all of my work lives on the screen. But today I'm doing totally something different. I got those Simtap markers, acrylic markers from Arrtx, and I thought, what if I recreate one of my digital illustrators using only those markers? I never used those before, so this could go really well or could be kind of a mess. Please don't. Also, a quick little surprise before we dive right into the process. I am giving away this little box of the Simptap markers to one of my European viewers. So if you're interested, just stick to the video and I will tell everything in the end. So I will be illustrating in my really old sketchbook that I got as I started my YouTube channel, and I really do want to finish it, and it's just like a few more pages. So I thought this would be perfect opportunity to do that. And my reference illustration will be this little 3 cute bears that I did a while ago, and I really do hope I can recreate it. Also, just a quick heads up, they did send me those Simptap markers to make a video about them, but they did not sponsor the video and I don't get paid for saying anything, so yeah, I'm just reviewing them. Those are 100% my reviews, my words and my opinion. So I got 48 and 36 colors boxes, but there is also 24 colors. To use the markers, you just simply need to shake them really strong, take off the caps and just like click on top of the marker and the color just like pops out. As you can see, it's so satisfying, and the colors really saturated and bright, and you can control the thickness of your line because the brush tip is just like this flexible, so you can go as thick as you want. To simplify process, I will be copying my sketch because why not? It's my sketch, I can do what I want. I will be laying my sketchbook on top and you can see the light outline of the sketch, and I just will be transferring it with a pencil. The sketch is done and it's pretty rough because it is hard to transfer it like this, and also it really doesn't matter because the acrylic markers will cover it anyway and I will need to look like on my original artwork. Unfortunately, it is not really in the middle of the page, which is kind of triggering for me. This is the colors that I chose from the beautiful box. And I think those should be enough to bring this illustration to life. I think they kind of match the vibe. If you press way too many times in here, the color will like go and overflow the tip, which it did in my case. So I will try to like take off the excess color and see if it works. I will go with the lighter color and hope it works well. As you can see, it covers my sketch pretty well, so I cannot see underneath. So I'm not really sure why I did all of the details in here of my sketch, but hey, I feel like the color is getting transparent underneath. So you can see I opened it way too early, so I have now a color splatter in here. Well, yeah, good that this is a sketchbook. So his mouth is actually a little bit lighter, so I will go ahead with this number. As you can see, unfortunately, my sketchbook doesn't made for those markers because you see the paper like starting to come off. I think you should just take a little bit thicker paper because this one is pretty thin. I will take the darker shade of the brown, and I already opened it before, so I will go ahead and try kind of add the shadow. Why do I feel like this would be the perfect color for the whole bear and the base color was wrong before? Okay, let's see how it looks dried out before I jump into any assumptions. Okay, it is a bit darker, so it's kind of perfect for the shadows. So I will go ahead and add the shadow in here, like I have in my illustration. I actually really like how you can do thicker and thinner lines with the same brush tip. It's like painting with a brush. You can go as bold as you want. I'm just trying to add like the reflection that I had. See whether it works with those markers. I never used them before, so please don't judge my process. I'm just trying to figure out if it works or not. I will try the more orangey color for the surface coloring in the ears of the bear, as I'm scared of the color. I will try it out first. So let's click and suck. The color is coming like that. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The good thing is when it's all dried out, I can just simply go over with the base color if it doesn't work. But I don't feel like you can see the difference between his mouth and his body, and we need to change that. Okay, I just opened this color and I didn't realize that I think it will be something like gold. It is gold, guys. This is crazy. They have like a gold color. Wow. I feel I kind of need to improvise with the colors and less copy my illustration, because it seems like it doesn't work at all. I will just want to go ahead and cover the face one more time, because I don't like how you can see all of the strokes yet, and I think it's because perhaps the tip is too dry already, but we'll go ahead and cover it one more time, even a lighter color. Okay, I kind of feel like I want to add a little bit of the background, so I can just like bring up the light effect around the bear. I'm just not sure what color to use for the background, because I don't really have the same as I have in here. I actually think that this color can be a thing, so I will just go ahead and color the whole background around the bear. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. I feel like I want to go and add a bit darker shadow around. I feel like it's not enough. I feel like it needs a little bit more. For the shadow underneath, I feel like I kind of want to use a dark bluer color. Perhaps I will change it to the gray later on, but now I feel like I need to try it. So let's just add with a little bit more orange to the ears, and while it dries out, we will try and add eyes. Some of the markers just have a lot of the color, and as you can see, it's just stains a little bit, but this is not a problem. Add my favorite detail. Dust particles around those characters. This is the final result. I really enjoyed working on this one, even though sometimes I struggled because I never worked with those kind of markers. I really like those markers. I do think though that you actually need to just try them out and get comfortable with them, because they are completely different from the one that I did the review before. They are also water and sunproof. This is why when you're working on your table, you should be careful because it gets stain on your table. I have a few spots on my white table, and I don't know whether I can remove them. Probably I do. I just need to figure it out with what. So what do you think? Is it close to the original or not? And yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like to see more of those kind of videos like me trying out and figuring out how to recreate my digital illustrations in real life, by that I mean with paint or markers or anything else, just leave it in the comments below. See you in the next one. Bye guys. Did you thought I forgot about the giveaway? Of course not, guys. I'm giving away those beautiful 36 colors of the same marker I used in this video, and all you need to do is just subscribe to my newsletter. That's it. No tagging, no commenting, no anything. Just subscribe to my newsletter. All of the guidelines and link to the subscription are in the description below. It is my first giveaway, so this one will be only for my European viewers. Thank you guys for staying till the end and watching the video. See you in the next one. Bye! Yay, it works perfect. I just have a simple nail polish remover, so yeah, look at this. You can't see anything.